Well, welcome to my Sunday long run. Today on the plan was supposed to be, well, it is 25k, which is about 14 mile, more like 14, 15. And instead of running those miles on the road, because I am training for a road marathon in Manchester, I thought I was gonna change it up a bit. So here I am, I'm about to traverse the entire length of the Malvern Hills from the north end to the south end and halfway back again, because end to end is about 16k 10 mile, and 20 miles of the Malverns is more than enough, I think. A traverse and a half will suit me down to the ground, and I think that's the plan for today. The weather is cold, it's about 4 or 5 degrees. The sun keeps coming in and out, hence the sunnies. I hope the weather holds, I hope it doesn't get wet. I've got some supplies with me, so I think it's going to be a good day, and this is going to be great training because today the elevation is around about, it's around about a Snowdon. It's about 1,000 meters of elevation across the whole ridge of the hills. So I should hopefully get about 13, 14, maybe 1,500 meters of elevation gain today. And that will be really good because I am doing a big race in a few months' time, which is not on the road, it's a trail, it's an ultra. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we get going. So I'm just walking to the start point, which is called End Hill. I'm doing this, I guess, in reverse. And then we'll get cracking and we'll try and summit every hill today. And I'll try and put some info on the hills as well about what height they are, all that sort of jazz. But yeah, today is going to be fun. I love the Malverns, I feel so at home here. And I think it's going to be an ace afternoon. So let's get cracking. Here we are then, the start of the mission to complete the Malvern Hills from end to end and halfway back again. It's windy, this is not going to be easy. My heart rate's already at 120, I've only just walked up here. So this is going to be interesting. Quick orientation. That's Worcester over there in the sunshine, that's my hometown. This is Malvern here, just down to my left. North Hill, that's the first big one we've got to conquer, that's coming up very soon. Over here is Herefordshire and Wales, you can even see Hay Bluff and Lord Hereford's Knob. It's an actual mountain, no laughing at the back. All the way over there. And then this way is north, and this way is the Worcestershire Way, which is an ultra marathon, or pretty much an ultra marathon distance, which is a 50k path that runs the whole of Worcestershire, which I ran in November. So the sun's about to engulf me. I think it's time to get cracking. Okay, let's get that watch started. 3, 2, 1. We're off ski. Okay, that's probably the hardest bit out of the way. North Hill and the Beacon at the highest points on the Malverns, and I just happened to be at the start, so I'm glad to have seen the back of them already. Main aim for today, if I'm being honest, is just not to fall over, not to injure myself, which is easier said than done. So, gonna try to concentrate down these paths. this is the top of a hill called Perseverance Hill, which is ironic because out of all the hills it requires the least perseverance. It's probably the easiest one of all of them. Anyway, onwards. So one of the reasons that this trail is such a brilliant trail, you know, if you want to have a real challenging experience, is because there's hardly any plateau on the whole of the ridge. I mean, if it does, it plateaus like this for, I don't know, 20-30 seconds, and then it's either down or it's up high. So it's really, really quite tough, and moving forward at a constant pace, for me anyway, is almost impossible. Let's talk ultra marathons in 2023. Now, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. But I'm descending Black Hill now, so I'm going to tell you the bad news first. I don't know what that's got to do with Black Hill, but anyway, we'll go with it. Remember I said I was due to run the UTS by UTMB, which is a 50k trail ultra around Snowdon. I can't remember some of the other mountains off the top of my head. Snowdonia, basically. It's one of the best ultras, or mountain ultras, to do in the country anyway. Well, unfortunately, due to a clash of dates and unavoidable work stuff, unfortunately I can't do that race. Now, I am beyond gutted about that, because all I wanted to do this year was do a mountain ultra. So yeah, so gutted to not be partaking in that race. But there is good news, don't worry. It's not all doom and gloom, but I'll tell you about that in about 10 miles time. So we're now approaching the southern end of the Malverns, and I'm just about to cross the A449. Go that way, you go South Wales and Ross on Wye. Go that way, you'll end up in Stafford and Wolverhampton. As soon as we cross this road, we are now in Herefordshire. So up we go to British camp. Thank you. After you, mate. Oh, cheers. Cheers, mate. So you've probably seen me run this a few times. It doesn't get any easier every time. This is a big part of ultra running, walking the hills. My heart's at 163. I did about 25-minute miles here. Okay. Well, welcome to Swinyard Hill. It's very quiet down this end. So if you want a bit of peace and quiet, if you ever do come to the Malverns, then the southern end of the hills are for you. Northern end is where the pubs are and the cafes. Southern end is where the sheep and the cows are. So only a few more hills to go. It starts to spread out now. The hills start to get a bit sort of, there's a bit more space in between the hills. So next one up is this one straight ahead of me, which is called Midsummer Hill, which we've got to ascend via going down to a quarry and then through a woodland, which is steep getting up there. Then we're going to go all the way down to the road and back up Ragged Stone Hill, which again is nothing short of brutal. So let's carry on. And somehow I've only just got to 10k, so still got 15k to go. That sounds brutal, doesn't it? So let's crack on. Stop whinging, get on with it. Tell you what, these downhills are a great workout for the quads. Wow, they're already burning. It's so quiet and secluded here. It's really nice. Steep, but nice. My watch is on pause because I'm moving that slowly up this hill. My watch thinks I'm not moving at all, which is not helpful. But I always have auto pause on because if I pause the watch, it's happened to me before, I forgot to unpause it, and then my life has just not been worth living when I realised that I forgot to record the rest of my 7k run or whatever it was. So I just leave auto pause on. Anyway, that's the least of my worries right now. Ragged Stone Hill is right at the top of my worry list. Well, here we are, top of Ragged Stone Hill. This is my favourite of all the Malvern Hills. I absolutely love this hill. It's always so quiet as well. Fantastic views down to Gloucestershire, Cheltenham, the Cotswolds, Herefordshire, Wales, the Brecon Beacons, looking up north towards Shropshire and looking over there towards Breedon Hill and the rest of Worcestershire and Warwickshire. Love it up here, absolutely love it. We're not done yet. Where is it? Sometimes you can see the trig point from here, from Chase End Hill. Can you see it from here? Oh, is that on there? Let's go. I just reached for the fruit pastels. I thought, oh, come in another 10 minutes before I get to the summit, or the end of the hills, and lo and behold, look what's just popped up. What I thought was a false summit. Chase End Hill. Yeah. Oh yeah. So here we are. We made it. Chase End Hill, Malvern Hills end to end. Now I've got to do another 10k back the way we came. Might take a minute, maybe a bit more. What a view, man. What a view. So I'm making the executive decision to run back on the roads if I can and try and avoid the hills, because just putting unnecessary stress on my body really. I've summited all the hills. I've summited all the hills, what is there, 17, 16 of them. And yes, they look quite high from here. So I think I'm better off just running these country lanes. And Laura's going to come and pick me up, take me back to the car, and then I'm going to get straight in the bath, and I'm going to ask Laura very kindly if she will give me a massage. She'll probably say no, but I can ask. That's all I can do. Anyway, let's crack on. 16k we're at now, so 9 more to go. And then that'll be this long run done. And then that'll be 80k for this week. Oh, the burn of my quads as I put the brakes on. Oh, that burns. That really burns. It's a deep burn. It's so deep. Well, this is something I've learned about trail running today, about my watch. I've walked all the way up this hill and it's still on 1848 distance. I must have walked 200 meters. And it's done that a few times, so when it clocks up 25k, I reckon I will have covered 26, maybe more. So maybe I should have set it to a trail run, or when I do runs like this, maybe I should take it off auto pause. But like I said before, I hate pausing the watch and then forgetting to unpause it. Anyway, we're still in the game. What are we at? Of course, we're at 18.5k. Apparently. Oh, this is hard graft. Really hard graft. To the week 9 of training for the Manchester Marathon. That was a really good run on the Malverns, 25k. I think there may have been more, but I think auto pause may have robbed me of a few valuable meters. But anyway, so that's the end of the week. Really pleased with that. It's a great trail run, and I was about to tell you which ultramarathon I'd signed up for, but the battery decided to conk out on me, so I'll just tell you now. So instead of doing UTMB, UTS, I am now doing, drumroll please, Race to the Stones, 50k. There is a 100k option, but I'm not that much of a psychopath, and the 50k I've chosen is day 2. you can do day 1 or day 2, but I didn't really see the point of doing day 1 because it's basically a race to base camp. I want to race to the stones rather than halfway, so I'll be doing day 2, which should be fun. Let's go this way, Days. Good girl. So I'll be doing day 2, which is again 50 kilometers from Wantage on the Ridgeway to the race finish line in Avebury on July the 9th, I want to say, 2023. So will you be there? Let me know. Have you done that race before? Give me some tips, I might need them. It's going to be hot, it's going to be like nothing I've ever done before, and I think it's going to be a really, really fun race, and one which I can't wait to get my teeth stuck into. And I'm gutted about the Snowdonia, about UTS, but annoyingly I even bought the refund policy, but I'm not entitled to a refund. So I must have paid him 130 quid and that's all gone down the drain. So non-transferable as well, so be mindful if you do give your money to UTMB, you basically need to have a serious injury or a dramatic change in your work and living circumstances to be eligible for a refund. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. We've got more cool stuff coming up on the channel as we head into week 10 of training for the Manchester Marathon, so stay tuned for that. So take it easy wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Take it easy. Ta-da.